Hello and welcome to Stateside on Politics Social. I am Graham Hughes. We're here with the news from across the pond. Not great. We're just waiting for Scott Williams to come join us. And in the meantime, I'm going to say hello to everyone in the chat. Pretty much, we've got Lost Missionary in there. We've got Diz. We've got Graham. We've got One Angry Pagan. We've got Chris C in there as well. We've got Jenny Davis. We have got Liam Fairhurst. We have got Pete's Music. We've got Saz. Sorry if I missed anyone in there. And Sarah, I said Sarah, and SG's in the chat. So hello, good evening, and welcome. If you'd like to join our friends in the chat, all you need to do is hit the like button first. You've got to like us. You don't have to, but it helps. Give us a subscribe and wait for a minute, and then you'll be able to join in with the chat and hit the bell notification icon for, I don't know, shit and giggles. So in the meantime, I'm going to be telling you what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about the double tap strike. War crimes in the Caribbean. We're going to be talking about the chaos in the DOJ, the Department of Justice over in America, and the Ukraine, bullshit, and Trump's weird MRI. It's a weird MRI. We don't know what's happening with his MRI. It's all a bit weird. So first of all, we'll start talking about this double tap strike. So what happened on September the 2nd this year? The US military carried out a strike on a suspected drug trafficking boat. This was not a warship. This wasn't a ship with, like, I don't know, cannons on it, like a fucking pirate ship or something. It wasn't a freighter with a massive bomb in it. It wasn't a warship. It wasn't an aircraft carrier. It was just a small boat, which could have been carrying drugs. It could also have been carrying fish. We don't know. They blew it up. And then the people who survived were shot in the water. They were attacked. It was a double tap strike. So they went back and killed the people in the water. You're gonna have to hold that thought there, because a wild Scot has appeared. Hello, Scott. How you doing?
You're talking about the sea. I thought you said a whale, Scott. I was like, you know what? That's just rude.
No, that wasn't what I said. It was like a Pokemon. A wild Scot
fine.
has appeared.
Oh, well, it's fine. Hi. I'm sorry I'm late.
It's okay. It's okay. I was a little bit late as well. I was setting up Nakatomi Plaza here at the side of the camera here. I had to go and move Brock the Badger and my Guinness World Record certificate there, so it all kind of makes sense, kind of thing. It's not Christmas till Hans Gruber hits the ground. It's all good. It's all good. I'm getting into the Christmas spirit here. I really am.
Div.
Yes, yeah, he's on one. He's on one here. He's on one, and it goes down.
What did you get out of it? Is it a chocolate?
No, there's nothing. It's just Hans Gruber falling.
Oh, it literally
the satisfaction of knowing. And he talks without moving his teeth.
Amazing.
What,
Graham.
Harry Potter. Who's going to take the role? Who's going to take the role of Voldemort in this new Harry Potter show?
Who cares?
Who would want that role?
No one
and
wants
the shit that'll come with it.
No one wants any of it. It's so stupid. I mean, we could say what we want about J.K. Rowling. You might not even like the Harry Potter series or whatever, but the movies are brilliant, and there's just no need to redo it. It's stupid. It's a cash grab. It's dumb. Just like make a movie of the fucking theater play and be done with it, and then move on. Write a new book. Fucking,
Well, don't be a massive transphobe. Don't be
don't be a cunt. How about that? Sorry, but you know what I'm saying? Like, don't be horrible. Like, be nice to people.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes, Mr. Takagi will not be joining us for the rest of
but you know what I mean?
life.
Like, the movies themselves are not bad films, and they're fun, and they're good for, they're great for Christmas or whatever, what I'm saying, but there's no need to redo it. It's just, there's just no.
Oh no,
need.
they do need to redo it because the stars of the original aren't massive transphobes.
Right.
J.K. Rowling is the new Voldemort, says Chris C. You're not wrong, Chris. You're not wrong, Chris. So no, I was talking just before you came on about this double tap. This is just insane, right? So let's explain this. In a war situation, and let's be clear, there is no war. There is no declared war here. They are just literally blowing civilian ships up in the water in the Caribbean because they can. It might be an act of war, but they're not actively in the war. So the first crime is blowing up a ship with human beings in it murdering all the human beings on board without any kind of judicial review, without going through the whole proceedings of catching people and putting them on trial and finding out if they're guilty. And if they are guilty, then putting them in jail. This is an instant death penalty for being in the wrong place at the wrong time. And some people on some of the boats haven't died. They've jumped overboard and they've been in the water and they've been killed in the water. And what you're going to understand about this is not even the fucking Nazis did this. The Nazis in World War II, the German Navy had specific instructions not to shoot sailors in the water.
Right.
In fact, up till about 1942, if they've caught a merchant vessel, they would let everyone off board to get off the ship. They would let them get into the life vessels and send them off to a port, and they'd just blow up the ship once everyone was off it. I know it's changed later on in the war, but still, I mean, this is the US behaving worse than Nazis. That's quite remarkable. Killing people in the water who have survived from their vessel being destroyed.
I know a lot of the politicians in America are starting to scream war crime. It clearly is. It's clearly a state-sanctioned murder. One could, it's assumed, because I don't know what intelligence they're basing this off of. It's assumed they're running drugs. It is assumed they are
but so what?
people.
That's not a death penalty.
Exactly. So
it's not the death penalty.
It's ridiculous. So what?
Maybe in Singapore.
What they're doing is wholly wrong, and it's been wrong since the beginning. And this is the thing. It's like, did we need two people holding onto a boat that's been blown up to be shot at to understand that this was incorrect, this was the bad thing to do, this was wrong? Why did we need all that to happen, like all the other bits to happen first, and then for this to happen before we went? You know what? Maybe blowing up boats indiscriminately in the ocean is not a good thing to do. You want to intercept the boat, you want to look at the boat, you want to get the boat, whatever, then do that. But don't you can't just fly over these boats and just blow them up.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You don't know who you're blowing up. You say that you do. We all know they fucking don't. This is just more performative cruelty from the Trump administration.
Yeah.
And it's tiring and it's boring, but it just shows how normalized we are on this, because we didn't have an outrage when the first boat was blown up.
Yes.
We had to wait until two people were double shot, or whatever you want to call it, before we, got upset about it. And it's ridiculous.
The first strike disabled the vessel, so they couldn't move. Right. They were ducked in the water. It caused deaths.
Should be enough, right?
They identified survivors in the water, and a second strike was ordered, which killed the remaining survivors and sank the boat, leading to 11 deaths. Pentagon briefers later told Congress the second strike was to sink the vessel for navigational safety. You're talking about a 30-foot, if that, fucking little boat in a massive fucking sea, in the Caribbean Sea. Navigational safety. We're not talking about a warship here. We're talking about a little speedboat. If they've taken out the engine, it's not going anywhere. What they're going to do? Fucking paddle. They're getting away really slowly. Oh no. Fucking hell. What normally happens in these situations is, even on bigger ships, when big ships are fishing in waters they're not supposed to be fishing in and stuff like that, there is a risk that when the US Coast Guard or whoever it is goes up to them in their vessel and says, "Oh, what are you doing?" they might get shot at. In which case, okay, exchange of gunfire, right? Fair enough. I'll say in that specific situation, then deadly force might be justified. But this isn't that. This is not that. And let me be quite clear as well. I travelled on boats that had specialised security on board because they were going past Somalia at the time in 2010, 2011, 2012, when the Somali pirate situation was going bananas. And they were under so many rules not to kill the pirates. It was a point where they could only kill them if their lives were being threatened. If they were just coming on board, they had to use non-deadly force. They had a whole bunch of rules that they had to abide by. And these are people turning up on your boat with fucking AK-47s out to get you.
Yeah.
These guys in this drug, if it was a drug boat, they might not have been armed. We don't know.
They probably weren't. They probably actually were just fishermen.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
this is the thing. So, again, I fully in my heart believe it to be the case that this is
yeah.
just
So internal reporting shows that the US military knew that survivors were still alive on the second strike. It's the only known instance where survivors were deliberately killed. Other strikes have rescued the survivors, which is what you're meant to do. Legal
right.
experts warning that this...
But it's still illegal to blow up the boat in the first place.
Yeah, but this specifically violates the law of armed combat.
Mhm.
And former Pentagon lawyer Sarah Harrison has been quoted as saying killing incapacitated survivors is unlawful, even if they were combatants, which they're not because there's no fucking war.
There's
No
no war
war has
going
been
on.
declared.
Yeah.
And
So that's how they got away with actually probably saying it's not a war crime because there's no war.
yeah,
But like the U.S. they're out of control. You
yes,
can't. This is. I mean, and we know that the U.S. have been out of control on many different occasions as well. But I think something that's being so publicized and so in your face about it, you know, at first Trump tried to, if I'm not mistaken, play it down or say that it was wrong, and then he's backtracked on that and he's now backing Hegseth um, for doing what he's
yeah,
done. So
yeah.
yeah, and
So
you got the blonde idiot out in front of the press. This is what everybody voted for President Trump to do.
yeah. Indeed. And SG, thank you so much for the £5 super chat first of the evening. The key question is, where are the fucking Epstein files? Good question, my friend. Where are the Epstein files?
Where are they?
Maybe they're telling Trump they're on these boats.
The pedos.
And he's like, blow them up, blow them up. But the UK stopped sharing intelligence with the US
That's
in the
because
Caribbean in
of
September
all
because they
this.
must have known about this. They
Well,
would have
it
known
needs
about
to
this
happen.
earlier and they would have gone,
Yeah.
fucking hell. We need to get a million fucking miles away from these motherfuckers.
Right.
And that is a real shame, not just because the US and the UK have always shared military intelligence going back over 100 years now, but also the UK still has a presence in the Caribbean, an important presence, not just for...
It's they're Commonwealth countries, aren't they?
Well, I was going to say, it's not just that. You've got the Cayman Islands, you've got Turks and Caicos, you've got Montserrat, you've got the UK Virgin Islands, the British Virgin Islands. But also, yes, you've got countries, important countries that are part of the Commonwealth, one of which in particular is Guyana. Guyana is currently under threat from being invaded by, guess who? Venezuela.
Venezuela.
And so if the UK stops sharing intelligence with America and Venezuela are genuinely doing up to some devious shit in its neighboring country, that information is not going to go across now because of this bullshit. Because this absolute bullshit of them blowing up these little speedboats. I mean, give us a fuck. Someone's playing fucking Grand Theft Auto in reality. Do you know what I mean? A little speedboat fatting around through the Caribbean. And I'm just like, where are they going? Do you know what? Do they really think that's how most of the drugs are coming into America? The amount of
ridiculous.
fentanyl coming from Venezuela is like negligible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know who brings in probably the most drugs? I mean, I don't know, but my guess is the people that bring in the most drugs into America are probably white.
Yeah, probably white people. Yeah. Bring them in
White
cargo
and
ships, mate.
American.
Bring them in cargo
I
ships,
mean,
paying people to look the other way. Anyway, so yeah, 20 known strikes on suspected drugs boats
it's been going on for a while.
have taken place since September. They're calling it Operation Southern Spear, and the Congress, both Senate and the House Armed Services Committees have launched bipartisan inquiries. Meanwhile, Pete Kegsbreath, drunken fucking lunatic, swat face of the defense, no, Department of War, they're called now.
That's a good nickname for him.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you. I didn't come up with it. Someone else did.
I was about to say that's
but
quite creative. Someone did though. Yeah, right. Okay.
He is the one who has authorized these strikes, and
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
calling them narco-terrorist groups.
Yeah.
Which I don't quite understand because what are they? Are they drug dealers or are they terrorists? Because terrorists are usually political. and they want to terrorize people. What, are they terrorizing people into taking drugs? Is that the way it works?
It's a made up term to cause panic and excuse
Yeah.
their doing of this bullshit.
So this admiral, a guy called Frank M. Mitch Bradley, nickname Mitch, he ordered the second strike, and according to Trump, he acted well within his authority.
No,
I think
there's no authority in any of this
I think he's
whatsoever.
going to jail for a very long time once
Yeah,
Trump is not leading
all
anymore.
these people are going to jail for very long
Well,
periods
that's
of
why
time.
they're going to want to keep Trump in charge, isn't it?
Yeah, no,
Scott?
exactly. But as I said, I think I said this last week here. Think of every single fucking ICE agent.
Yeah.
They're all gonna go.
They're going to go to jail.
It's
Yeah.
all of them, and
Yeah.
they're so deluded and stupid that they don't even realize it. Do you know what I mean? Because they're
Trump's going to
dumb
live
and
forever.
American, huh?
I think Trump's going to live forever.
It's gonna all crumble. The house of cards will fall. This is, when it's over, there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna have to pay for their crimes.
Yes.
And, oh well.
And
Oh
America
well.
loves
You're
locking
not gonna get
people up.
I don't think you're gonna get another Trump who's gonna come along and go, "Oh, just pardon them all."
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen.
Most countries have 1 in 1,000 people in jail. In America, it's 1 in 100.
I fucked up in it.
That's very fucked up. So yeah, you got the October strikes saw 2 survivors who were rescued, and that inconsistency has not been explained. And Trump has insisted that these attacks are self-defense, despite no evidence that the survivors posed a threat. Bless you. Bless you again. Bless you, my child.
I don't know where that came from.
So yeah, the DOJ has produced a classified legal opinion over the summer. They designated a bunch of cartels, like 24 cartels, as terrorist organizations. This designation allowed Trump to authorize lethal military force without declaring war or seeking congressional approval. And you remember back in a year ago when Trump had just been elected, and one of the things I was really worried about is the power that Trump had as commander-in-chief, because he can literally
weaponize the military.
He can tell his military to go and invade a country, and
no one can do anything.
And no one can do anything about it. And even if Congress voted to say no, which they wouldn't under the current law, but if they did, he's got 6 weeks to withdraw the troops. How much damage can you do in 6 weeks? Can I just remind everyone watching the horrific massacre in Rwanda in 1994, in which 800,000 people were hacked to death, mostly with machetes, took place over 6 weeks. You can do a lot of damage in 6 weeks, especially if you've got nuclear weapons.
Well, yes.
Yeah. And at least one case, the targeted boat was moving away from the US when they struck. And, survivors were unarmed, incapacitated. There were no immediate threat. And, a multiple number of lawyers, army lawyers, uniformed lawyers, are saying that these strikes appear unlawful. I mean, you can just about squint and go, okay, well, if they're going after the terrorists, then they have to, war on terror, etc. But going back and shooting them in the water.
You can't just name people terrorists and then that's what they are. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Trump can.
He's called Democrats terrorists.
Yes. Trump can do that.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what I'm saying. It's like in the
eyes
of the law, you can't really do that though. I mean, he's doing it.
He can. Yeah, but the Supreme Court said, yeah, anything you want, mate, licking his bum.
I think that what I'm saying is that I think there will be consequences for these actions.
Yeah. Once Trump is dead.
Well,
while that man lives. And do you know what, Scott? I'm so fucking tired of seeing his god-ugly face.
I'm over it.
Every morning you open up the news, the news articles, and there's always a picture of Trump every fucking day.
Oh, they can't get
like
enough.
The
fucking
prolapsed
love
anus.
him, and they must. There's a reason for it, because he's the Howard Stern of presidents. People tune in because they love him, but also they turn in because they hate him, and this is how without Trump, I think without Trump, traditional press would have been dead a long time ago. This is what's keeping him going. And this is why they put up with abuse from him, and they put up with name calling and disrespect, because their bosses are saying it doesn't matter what the fuck he says. We need to get whatever it is he says so we can, even when he insults you, that's a story.
Yeah. Yeah.
And here we are talking about it.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
So, it just goes to show from from the top of the journalistic specter down to just
Yeah.
me and Graham talking to 100 people on YouTube or whatever, it's or 1,000 or whatever. Yeah,
It's really grim. Anyway,
it's
the
the Trump
Pentagon
effect, isn't it?
Pentagon Office of General Counsel has raised concerns, and the Southcom commander, Admiral Alvin Halsey, has questioned the legality, and he's offered his resignation. He's leaving his post early over this. He's not happy. And then we've got the escalation towards Venezuela in general. The US military has amassed 15,000 troops and over a dozen warships near Venezuela under this operation, Southern Spear. Trump has warned that Venezuela's airspace should be considered closed and that land operations may begin very soon. This is the guy who wants the Peace Prize. Peace Prize.
Oh, he's nuts. He's absolutely nuts to think that, that's something that's going to be given to him. Like,
what's weird about this
is never going to happen. Like,
there's a lot of similarities, though, Scott, between Nicolas Maduro and Donald Trump. They're both quite similar in the demagoguery, not caring about the little people, and yet people, defending them and voting for them and thinking they're the fucking second coming when all they do is shit on them. And this is all going on. He says he's had a phone call with Maduro, and but the US has declared Maduro and his allies a part of a foreign terrorist organization. And congressional leaders across parties are questioning the legality because the US is not at war with Venezuela. But here's the thing, right? Trump is pardoning the Honduran ex-president Juan Orlando Hernandez, who was convicted in a US federal court for funneling 400 tons of cocaine into the US. 400 tons. I don't think you can fit 400 tons of cocaine on one of those little speedboats. Even if you have got, I don't know, fucking a line of 300 horsepower motors behind you, you can't move that kind of stuff in a speedboat.
That comes on a cargo ship.
It comes on a cargo ship.
That has a bunch of electronics to the front of it, and then behind it is a shit load of gear. I'm just gonna go and grab a tissue. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I will.
Chat while I'm away.
I will go over to my own personal view until Scott gets back here. So Trump is going after these people in little boats, and at the same time, he's announced his intention to pardon this ex-president of Honduras. Which completely undermines his rationale for these lethal drug war strikes. And this is such a contradiction, pardoning a drug kingpin president while blowing up alleged traffickers at sea. But this is all part of the whole thing of like rich people can get away with anything. It's up to little people, the plebs, the gobshites, the hoi polloi like ourselves, to do all the, run around doing all their dirty work. But when it comes to actually, making the money out the operation, those people are protected. Those people are protected across the board. And we're seeing this now, where Trump is calling Hernandez's conviction a Biden setup, despite it occurring under a jury trial. So this is absolutely, as bonkers as it gets. Hello, Scott Williams. He's back from outer space. How you doing, mate? You're good. Yeah, I was just saying how hypocritical it is, but then, what's new with the Trump administration? But it is telling that the drugs kingpins get away with it, isn't it? And the little people who are running around on little boats, they're the ones who get blown up. The officers get gongs, and the soldiers the Tommies get told to jump, go across the minefield, through the barbed wire fence to get torn down by enemy sniper fire. They're just meat. We're just meat to them. Don't forget that. So we also need to talk DOJ. Lindsay Halligan. Her illegal appointment collapses. So this is Lindsay Halligan, the former Miss Colorado and Trump's personal civil attorney, has no prosecutorial experience. Trump appointed her to U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia after Eric Siebert resigned. Judge Cameron Curry has ruled that Halligan was unlawfully serving as an interim U.S. Attorney. All the charges she brought, including against James Comey, former FBI director, and Letitia James in New York, who brought the case against Trump for borrowing money that he lied about, the value of his properties. These charges were voided, and now the DOJ is uncertain whether Halligan is still employed, and she is reportedly excluded from internal discussions. Halligan herself has been accused of misconduct because the grand jury in the James Comey case did not see the final indictment before their signatures were added. And the DOJ internal email instructed staff to refer to her as United States Attorney and Special U.S. Attorney, which she wasn't. It was for the state. It was for Virginia. It was for the Eastern District of Virginia. Not even all of Virginia, love. It was like half a state. And she's like, no, I am the U.S. State's Attorney of the entire states. Oh, hang on, Scott. Sorry, Scott. I had you muted because you walked off. Sorry. Sorry, everyone. Every time he's saying Scott's muted. He was just agreeing with me.
Yeah, but I was saying is if you want to seek out an incompetent person in such a high position of power like that, the details are always in the paperwork.
Yeah.
And it's just as you say, oh, well, this bit wasn't signed when this bit needed to be signed. Of course it wasn't, because she's an incompetent. She doesn't know what she's fucking doing. So, that's how you tear them down.
I hope their incompetence is going to be their downfall. I really do.
Eventually, well, what the fuck is wrong with me today? What the hell is going on?
Sorry, I had you muted for ages. People couldn't hear you, and I'm getting shouted at by the chat. We even got a super chat from Wheels of Darren. Thank you, Wheels of Darren, for the £2 super chat to tell me he can't hear Scott.
£2 to say that. That's amazing. I'll take that, Graham. Cheers.
I should do that. I should fuck things up so people pay me to get him. No one's ever going to pay you for doing a good job, are they?
No, they're only going to pay you when you're doing shit.
When you fuck
Just
up.
like Trump.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know. My brain hurts too. But when it comes down to these idiots, this is where it's gonna always end up. It's always gonna end up in the fine details of things.
Yeah. Well, this is disgraceful. Like what has happened. The Attorney General Pat Bondi spoke to Halligan but gave her no clarity on her employment status.
Unbelievable, because she knows it.
Yeah.
She knows exactly what's going on. Yeah, because they're all incompetent. Yeah, but she does know whether she works there or not. She just doesn't want to say, because if she either way, it's the wrong answer.
Yeah. Well, the Department of Justice is considering appealing an appeal to revive the Comey James charges as part of.
That's because Trump sat there and went, "No, we're not doing this. You need to get him on something."
But they can't, because the Comey one in particular, it's run out of the statute of limitations ran out at the end of September, so they can't.
For fuck's sake,
they can't do it. They can't legally do it.
They can't even go after their own enemies properly.
I know. So it's been pointed out in the chat as well that this is the first time in 30 years that this Chris C says this, that the US has not commemorated World AIDS Day. First time in 30 years.
Yep.
That is fucking disgraceful, isn't it?
Pretty fucked up.
It's too woke for them, I guess.
Yep. Oh no, because because to Republicans, AIDS is still very much just a homosexual's disease,
Mm.
or an African disease. To Republicans,
Well,
they don't see it in their hometowns. They don't see it. They don't see it in their families. They don't see it in their lives. So they just think that it's a woke thing that, you know, lifts up homosexuals and black people.
well, Trump famously described the 1980s, having sex in the 80s, as his own personal Vietnam. This is a man who avoided going to Vietnam, the real Vietnam, the actual war, because of his bone spurs. He said having sex with lots of women in the 1980s, and possibly men as well, we don't know, and not getting AIDS. I mean, he's personally proud of that. But this is a man who also said that he would totally fuck our future king's mother, but only if she had an AIDS test first.
Oh, Diana.
Yeah.
Because she was hanging out around AIDS people. That's why. She was hanging out around AIDS victims, holding their hands, doing shit that nobody else would do.
What he said on Howard Stern a few months after she died, I totally could have nailed her, but I would have never taken
No, you couldn't have. No, you couldn't have. And no, you know what? When it comes... I don't like hearing about straight people.
Wheels of Darren has got another super chat in. Grifter doesn't look good on you, Graham. Darren, if I was a grifter, I'd be right wing, mate. Oh my god, the money those motherfuckers
made. We'd be making so much money right now if I was telling everyone that women were whores and that trans people were bad.
Yeah, we would make so much money. So don't use the G word at us, because we'll flip. We'll say fuck off and just become evil.
Fuck off. No, we're not making any goddamn money.
Femi would be a millionaire. Femi would be a millionaire by now.
He would know how to do it. And you know why he would even be more of a millionaire? Because he's black. And he sat there and gave all these right-wing talking points. It is perfect for a white person to go, look, this black guy said it, so it must be true. Yeah.
Tansky as well, working class white woman. And funny as well. If she was on the right, she would make an absolute fucking fortune.
A killing.
Do you think it's not tempting? Do you think it's not really watching this? Do you think it's not tempting? Like when you know, struggling first day of the month, all your bills go out.
That double life. It would literally, you could literally live a double life. You could literally have your online presence where you spout bile and racism and all that shit, right? And then in your real life, not actually believe any of it and just know for a fact that you're just saying this shit to earn money on the internet.
Yeah, but people would die. Exactly. I couldn't live with myself. Because you encourage people to go out and do horrible things. You encourage
people to kill people. Yeah. So this is why I don't do it. But it is the easiest thing in the world to do if you don't really have a conscience or much empathy.
Yeah. It's very, very, very hard to be a successful left-wing grifter. There aren't many of them. Look at someone like...
There aren't really any. There's a few.
What's his name? Russell Brand. He pretended to be left-wing and right-on for a little while, but bullshit. He was a fucking abuser. He is gone. He's now a Trump supporter. He's a born-again Christian. He's hanging out with Jordan Peterson and all this bullshit, talking about dragons and fucking the Antichrist and all this bullshit.
Because he knows that's where the money is, and he ain't got an acting career anymore, and he doesn't have a stand-up career anymore.
Let's talk about Trump's MRI mystery. So Trump said he had an MRI scan in October at Walter Reed, but it claims he has no idea which body part was scanned.
They just did the whole body.
But he says it wasn't his brain because he aced the cognitive test.
That cognitive test.
Yeah, he aced it. He aced it.
But that's typical Trump. That's typical deflection. He knows exactly what body part they did an MRI on because he's not an idiot. And number two, he deflected it to, well, it wasn't my brain. It wasn't this. And so it's just like, you could say, oh, I had an MRI on my right leg. But if someone asks you where you had an MRI, you could say, well, it wasn't on my left leg.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what. It's just a typical deflection. He didn't want to talk about it. Simple as that. But I'm really smart,
I mean, the White House had said that this was a routine checkup, right?
Probably.
You don't have an MRI as part of a routine checkup. You just fucking don't.
You are looking for something.
Yes.
When you have an MRI, 100%. You're looking to see what's going on.
Yeah. And Caroline Levitt has repeatedly declined to answer why he needed the MRI. Caroline Levitt, whose nephew's mother is being deported.
What? And she doesn't give a shit.
No, she doesn't give a shit. She's fucking evil.
She's an evil bitch.
She's 28 years old. She looks a lot older, but her husband is 61.
There's hope for us all.
I don't think you'll be very pleased with the results if you ended up with someone like Caroline Levitt. A male Caroline Levitt. A blonde bimbo, but without the E.
Idiot.
Yeah. Trump has said he's open to releasing his results from his MRI, which in true Trumpian fashion, he said that his results are perfect.
It'll be redacted.
Wheels and Diamonds dropped another £5 in the super chat.
It'll be like this, it's like X-ray type thing, yeah, with a big old black mark on what the problem is, and he's going, well, we've had to redact it for privacy issues.
Yeah. Thank you very much to Wheels and Darren. Just joshing after the comment about cocking up deliberately to get super chats. I love the whole politics social crowd. I love coming in from Wheels and Darren. That's very kind of you. If you get 2 more super chats, we get confetti. Yay! Confetti! Chris said you would know which part of the body that was being scanned, as they would place coils over on that body part. And Liam says
they put it all over his body. It was everywhere. It was like on top of his head. It was up his asshole. It was everywhere.
Yeah.
The whole body.
Liam says many medical professionals can see signs of cognitive decline and functions. Doesn't take one to notice it either. Yeah, I know. But talking about acing his cognitive tests, they're like, it's a picture of a camel, and it goes, "What's this?" And he goes, "It's a camel." And they're like, "Well done, sir, 100%." Fuck. Anyway, we also need to talk a little bit about the Ukraine peace negotiations.
It is absolutely insane. I think we have talked about politics the whole time we've been on the show so far.
I know.
And
I'm running a tight ship. I hope Trump doesn't doesn't torpedo me.
It up.
Yeah, it's gonna blow it up, the bastard.
Turn into your ADHD ramblings. See any good movies this week, Graham?
Yes. I what did I watch? Well, I've been watching Stranger Things. It's the new season of Stranger Things.
I haven't seen any of it yet.
4 episodes so far. I found them quite fun, enjoyable.
Are they releasing them in batches?
Yeah, so there's going to be 4. There's 4 out now. There's going to be another 4 on Christmas Day, and then the final episode, or 3 on Christmas Day, I think. Cool. And then the final episode is going to be New Year.
Alrighty, that gives people something to look forward to.
Eh? Yeah, I should be excited.
I'll be down for that. Just sit there and watch the 3 episodes, whatever. my Christmas Day is going to be awesome, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh, that's good.
I'm going to a restaurant for Christmas dinner.
I'm just trying to think what else I watched. I've been writing my script, The Blag.
Oh, okay.
About these gang of girls, teenage girls, who decide to blag their way into Glastonbury by pretending to be a band. After finding an old demo tape in the old record shop where one of them works, and they
this is us now.
They use AI. They use AI to make it sound boss, and then they fought themselves off as this actual band that actually sung this album, because they want to get on the BBC introducing stage to get free tickets to Glastonbury, because they don't get tickets on the ticket site.
Well, you know what? Just getting on that stage doesn't mean shit, because there's hundreds of bands that get on that stage, and only 2 or 3 of them ever become successful.
Yeah, but it's free tickets to Glastonbury. They're not doing it to be famous. They can't play instruments. They can't sing. They're just doing it to get into Glastonbury.
Listen, I haven't read the fucking story. You haven't read it all yet.
Jesus Christ. Pay attention at the back.
Lord.
Don't make me throw this board duster at you.
What are you going to do? Hit me with the script that isn't written yet?
It is. It's half written anyway.
Exactly.
Getting there.
Exactly.
But yeah, so they can't sing, they can't dance, they can't play. They pretend to be a band just so they can. But this is actually degrees of inception here, because I'm writing this script, hopefully so that when 2027 comes along, I can go to Glastonbury for free to do some scouting for the film. It's not on next year. Do some scouting for the film that's coming. So it's blag inception. Like, I'm only writing it so that I can blag into Glastonbury.
But
maybe I shouldn't be admitting this on the internet.
You did last year. You did the year before.
No, I didn't. I didn't go the year before. I got in this year. Yeah.
No, you went the year before with Tan and
no, that was the year before. That was the year before that. That was 23. Didn't go in 24. Didn't get tickets.
Okay, but that time you went with Aid and all that.
Yeah, that was 23.
You were still backstage and shit.
No, well, I paid for my ticket for that. They didn't,
right.
But I paid for my ticket. But we only got like backstage and lost what's it called? The Lost fucking Missionaries, whatever.
Yeah,
it's called.
you were getting married
Lost
and
Field.
shit.
Oh, that was this year. Yeah, that was this
Yeah.
year. Yes. What, do you expect me to go to Glastonbury and not have a good time? Come on. Behave. Do you even know me? Do you even know me?
I know you. And
yeah.
I understand having a good time. That's fine.
It was.
I have a good time sometimes.
It was my 16th Glastonbury this year.
That's insane.
And I can remember them all. Like fuck I can. Martin, thank you very much for the £2 super chat. That's very kind of you, Martin. And you can't sing, can't dance, and you look awful. You'll go far, says Ernie Burns from the old Kit Kat. Was it Kit Kat? Have a break, have a Kit Kat? Was it a Kit Kat commercial?
Yeah, maybe.
I think so. Ernie, was that from a Kit Kat commercial? Or am I just making that up? I'm sure it was a chocolate bar thing. One Angry Pagan says, no spoilers. I really like Stranger Things. Yes.
Yeah, me too. So
no spoilers. No spoilers. No, I'm not a spoilery person.
I will watch it probably not this weekend, but the weekend after. Because I'm going away.
Oh, don't go away. Stay with us, Scott.
Stay. You don't even know.
Stay.
You don't even know.
Stay. Right. Oh, we just got another super chat from Saz. Thank you very much to Saz for the £2 super chat. Do you know what that means, Scott? Do you know what that means? It means 1, 2, 3. Confetti! Woo! Yay, we got confetti! Hey. Right, should we talk about Ukraine? Crunching gear shift there.
I want to show you something really quickly. Bear with me.
It's not your dad in the bath again, is it?
No, weirdo.
I've seen it.
No, it's me in the bath. Fuck's sake.
Yay. Come on.
So, I'm trying to cover where I'm going to be, but that is the forecast for where I'm going.
Oh my God. Saturday. 21 degrees.
And sunny.
Bring it on. Oh, mate.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I'm going to miss you.
You won't miss me at all.
I will miss you.
Bullshit.
I'll cry myself to
sleep.
I'm
gone.
You just see a little silent tear roll down my cheek like the
we have
Native American.
On Friday. You have Sexy Santa on Friday.
We will have Sexy Santa on Saturday.
Yeah, and
on Friday, sorry.
Yeah, probably Aid and maybe Tan. And
maybe Tan. Else. Maybe. You never know.
You never know. You got the politics social going on. It's fine. Yeah, we can talk about Ukraine and this deal or whatever. That I don't really know a lot about this one, because sometimes I've got to switch the fuck off, and I've been having really bad mental health lately. So sometimes I hear just news in America, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't have the brain bandwidth today.
Well, here's a good thing, right? I think maybe I don't know, but the talks have been held at the private club in Florida, the Shell Bay private club, apparently, involving Marco Rubio, who apparently is gay. We hear he's gay. We hear he got arrested in the 1990s with a male friend of his cavorting in a park somewhere. And the male friend of his went on to launch a big gay video film clips emporium.
You mean a porn studio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A big gay porn studio, specifically and only exclusively for gay content.
Are you saying that his wife is a beard?
I'm saying she might be a little bit beady. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. See, I used to make a joke because I had a ginger girlfriend once, and I'd say I'm the only guy in the world with 2 ginger beards.
That's funny.
Anyway, I think
you told that one on Friday, though.
I did. Marco Rubio. I was hoping no one noticed. Marco Rubio, Steve Shitkoff, and Jared Kushner, and Ukrainian officials. So Ukrainians were there for this one.
There?
Well, he's the son-in-law of a Trump. Bit of nepotism gets you everywhere. I don't know, the $2 billion that he got off the Saudis, it just didn't really touch the sides, really, did it? So, but the major sticking point was apparently Ukraine's constitutional commitment to join NATO. It's a constitutional commitment to join NATO that they have, and they want to get rid of it. So US is exploring a workaround where Ukraine doesn't revoke its NATO aspiration, but NATO and Russia negotiate separate assurances. Why? Why are we assuring Russia of anything? We should be just fucking blowing them up.
Telling them to fuck off.
Tell them fuck off and blow them up. That's it. the means. We could do it. We just get together. It's fucking last thing they expect. Lightning war, blitzkrieg. Fucking love it. But so Zelensky has been briefing Macron, Starmer, and Witkoff ahead of the next round of talks. Meanwhile, Shitkoff, is who was coaching the Russians on how to deal with the leader of America, to how to. Do you reckon that he had his Russian counterparts basically saying to him how to manipulate Putin? No, I don't think that happened. This is Shitkoff, who also went to Russia and relied on Russia's interpreters to tell him what Vladimir Putin was saying in the meeting. He didn't take his own interpreter along. Yeah. Squeaky tanks all around, says Ernie. Eddie, you haven't told me whether it was a Kit Kat or not. Hang on, I'll have a look. Just see. I wish you could just highlight one person. It would show all their messages. You can't sing, you can't dance, you go far. Ernie Burns 1. Can't find it. I thought it was a Kit Kat. Have a break. Kit Kat demo at a record company. Yes! I was thinking of that while I was writing it, actually. The plan was written in Russian. Yes, it was, Ernie, and then it was translated. This is the 28-point peace plan that was so tilted towards Russia. It was ridiculous. And apparently it was, it was bollocks. And Elle says, news with Chris. So this morning we were watching the press conference with Keir Starmer, right? And he went, okay, we've got Beth Rigby from Sky, we've got Chris Mason for the BBC, we've got such and such from KGB News, we've got blah, blah, blah. And then he said, Chris from News with Chris. And apparently it's a TikTok channel called News with Chris, and he was in there to ask the Prime Minister a question.
Oh, that's cool, isn't it?
The wrong fucking job, mate.
You are. You should be a TikToker.
Yeah.
But it doesn't get you anywhere.
Yeah.
I am a TikToker. I have 2,300 followers. It gets you nowhere. It gets you nothing. Most of them are probably bots.
No. Why would a bot follow you? Bots only follow the evil people. They might comment on your stuff with like mean things.
Some of them. I do get horrible comments sometimes.
Yeah.
They usually insult my teeth or my head as if I don't know these things are a problem. Like I don't know that these things are unusual. They usually call me bald, and I'm like, whoa, that's original.
No.
Like I had no idea I was bald. Or they'll say your teeth are really messed up, and I'm like, you're kidding. Like I've never seen my smile before. That's crazy.
These little trolls live under bridges.
I mean, no, they're 14. They're 14. That's what I always say. Like, if I ever respond to them, it's go to bed.
Yeah, go to bed. Past your bedtime.
It's past your bedtime. I'm coming over to fuck your dad. How about that?
Go to bed, kiddo.
That's
daddy fucking time.
Daddy fucking time. Your dad is going to take it like a bitch, and I'm going to leave him with a gaping hole. And what will happen is he will silently fart around the rest of the fucking house.
Excellent.
3 days, and that will be all my doing. You little shit. I hope you get bullied at school.
They probably do get bullied in school.
Don't come for a fucking nearly 50-year-old gay man. I will read you down. You're 14 years old trying to talk about my teeth. Fuck you, kid. Grow a pubic hair before you come talk to me. Fuck off.
I remember when I was a teenager and gay was a slur that you could use to someone. You say, that's gay.
That's gay.
And I mistakenly used it at one of my dad's biker friends who worked at his garage. Gay? No, he had like leathers on, and he had like one of those wristbands with the studs on it.
Okay.
And I said, "Why are you wearing that? Are you gay?" Good. And he said, I'm not gay, but if I was, I'd be up you like a rat up a drain pipe. And then he twatted me knee. I was sitting down. He twatted me knee with the studs on his wrist. And I was like in tears. Oh, great days.
I was abused by my friend.
I was abused.
My
you
dad's
know.
friend.
It
When I
was
should call him
funny.
gay,
It was.
my
I
fault.
let him off. It was funny. It's not like I had to go to the hospital or nothing. And I
Oh
was
my
being a
God.
little
But
shit,
too
to be
right.
fair.
Too right. And that's what, I give me someone under the age of 25, call me a faggot, and see what happens.
Don't use the F word. We get demonetized for that one.
Sorry, I forgot about that. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
come and say something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Come
right.
at me.
You
Come
won't
at
be
me.
saying when I've got you bent over, fucking in your fucking ass, you fucking little.
Well, that's it. The two things I always remember was Stephen Fry saying when he got bullied in school for being gay, he'll say, "Don't hit me. It will give me an erection." And the other one was
I'll make a kid run. Yeah.
when I was chatting to some of the guys who basically run the joint down in Canal Street in Manchester when I worked around the corner at Fab Cafe, and there was Staten's Hollow, which is just off. Well, it was just off Canal Street, and just one of these guys saying, the difference is up in the northern quarter, all the gangs up there, they'll just beat you up. Round here, we don't just beat you up. It's like no one fucked with them. No one fucked with them at all. I was like, we'll leave that one. We'll leave. So they took care of themselves on Old Canal Street.
You have to though. Sometimes people don't really understand that. Straight people seem to be under the impression that gay people are sort of weak or sissies.
Yeah.
Some of them might be. Some of them are not.
I've seen lots of butch gay men who would fucking have me.
Fuck you up.
They will fuck me up.
And not in that sense. They will beat your ass.
Not in a good way.
I think everything I'm saying is going to sound sexual, but what I'm saying is that, like, don't mess with some leather daddy.
Yeah.
You don't think their sex life is beating people up? Like, I'm not trying to be funny. They'll fuck you up. They got tools in their house that you've never even seen.
Oh my God.
They got toys that you don't even know how to know what they do.
They might enjoy it.
They let them use them on you, straight boys. See what fucking happens.
So apparently, rage bait is the Oxford Dictionary word of the year.
It is, yeah.
Rage bait.
Yeah.
Use of the term increased threefold this year because of all the rage bait articles.
Yeah, and influencers. That's probably now the best way to get engagement. Is to do something ridiculous that people hate. And people have probably made a lot of money off it. Yeah. So it makes complete sense. When I saw that article, I wasn't surprised.
You see that lad who was the young conservative who looks like Beaker from the Muppets?
I did. And he said something ridiculous about
if you
people
can't afford to have kids, you shouldn't have children.
Someone shouldn't afford it to have you.
Child.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
The White House have just released Trump's MRI results, apparently, according to Chris.
Does this literally just happen while we've been talking?
Yeah. Apparently, I'm trying.
I don't give a fuck. It's not.
We were talking about it, to be fair. I mean, it's not like we didn't mention it.
Are they redacted like the Epstein files were? Are they redacted?
They've actually just got a picture, a black and white sort of inverted picture of
nothing.
The guy, Mr. Body from Operation. Actually, what was the name of the guy from Operation, the game? Was he called Mr. Body? I don't know. That's it.
You are thinking of Clue.
Mr. Body's in Clue, isn't he?
Yes, Mr. Body's the dead guy.
Great film.
Flames on the side of my face. Soaring flames. That's the one line I remember from Clue. It's one of my favorites.
I'm trying to see if we can get some update here.
I can't believe this. I'm gonna actually look.
Right. Oh, the USA Today. There you go. White House releases Trump's MRI results 6 minutes ago from Associated Press. Donald Trump's I don't want to. I reject everything. Oh, damn! I've said yes to something. fucking half the
Who
rest of my life.
gives a fuck? This is ridiculous.
Bit of detail. Donald Trump's president. Physical. Quite a bit of detail. Blah blah blah. Typical. Doctors typically go to an MRI to help with diagnosis symptoms
They
or
were never going to say it was
monitor
anything
an
was
ongoing
wrong.
health problem.
They were never going to say anything was wrong. You know, I've got Sky. It's basically saying the White House revealed details of Donald Trump's recent medical evaluation involving a scan of his cardiovascular system and abdomen. Um, According to his doctor, the results
It's
suggest that all
unusual.
major organs are very healthy. Listen, it's his doctor. Of course, his doctor's going to say that. He's probably paid his doctor to say
He had
that.
the best MRI results of anyone. His MRI results
Well,
were perfect.
ever, yeah, ever,
the best ever.
there's
No one's
nothing
ever
wrong with him.
seen MRI results like this.
Nothing wrong with him.
Who looks like the guy from Operation? No, Elle, I was just saying they'll just take a picture of the guy from Operation, you know, in the game, and then they'll just like invert the colours and make it look like an X-ray, and then send it out. And go, there you go, with a little spanner, spanner inside him. Gullis had a Twitter spot with Ty/yes. So Gullis has joined. Jonathan Gullis has joined Refuck. Howler Monkey has come home to roost.
Is that just happened?
Yeah, today.
Oh well, what a surprise!
That's what he looks like.
He's such a fucking Neanderthal. Like, fuck that guy, seriously. Insists he would never defect to reform in a resurfaced clip. Saying he would never ever do it, and he's done it. Yeah,
he's done it.
Yeah,
because
they're all opportunist hypocrites.
Little sweaty bastard.
And he's just one of the worst. He
is. Privately educated, of course. He's a very.
He couldn't get a job for love or money. Remember when he was voted out? He couldn't get a job for shit.
Yeah.
No one would hire him.
Yeah. There's a new Netflix series coming out by 50 Cent, which is just apparently a bit of a hit piece on Diddy.
I wonder. There is like some sort of documentary. Is that the same thing?
Yeah, Sean Combs' The Reckoning. It's called
The Reckoning. Is that written by 50 Cent?
He's involved in it somehow.
He probably just funded the money for it. Because he's a billionaire.
Yeah.
So he just probably gave him some money. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. Not at all.
And there's been a bit of a spat in Indiana. So there's an Indiana state senator who has opposed the redistricting that was going to take place there and give, the Republicans a couple more fucking seats. He's opposed it, even though he's a Republican, because of an ableist slur made by Donald Trump. He said, choice of words have consequences. So this is someone in Trump's party saying, fuck you, for basically what he said.
Well, the R slur, if I'm not mistaken, right? Which, when I was a kid, was thrown around like it was nothing. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I find myself accidentally saying it because it was so ingrained.
Yeah.
It's, it sounds like, my sort of opinion, my thought would be that this guy obviously has someone in his family who is, mentally,
What's
the right term? I don't even know anymore.
His son has Down syndrome.
There it is.
And so and this happens all the fucking time, doesn't it?
It's only when it hits home.
It's only when it hit home. Yeah. This is the only time that they accepted gay people was when it turned out that, like, I don't know, Dick Cheney's daughter was a lesbian, or Bush's fucking nephew was gay, or whatever. Oh, okay, then we're all right then. Rock Hudson famously in the 1980s, friends with the Reagans, and coming out as gay, and they were like, "Oh, we've been friends for years. I never realized." How could you not?
Yeah, they do.
How could you not know?
They didn't care. They didn't care.
Yeah,
and it's always about a public face. And again, this is where I was saying about the World AIDS Day. Most modern Republicans don't come across people with HIV or AIDS
Yeah.
anymore. They just don't, because
Yeah.
they choose their circle as they do, and then the family members that possibly have something like that, they've shunned, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
gone. They're out of the, they're out of the peripheral. Yeah,
Yeah. Um,
fun times.
yeah. It's really I mean, there is a curse, isn't there? May you live in interesting times, and these certainly are interesting times. And I
Hmm.
kind of just wish that we could just talk about fucking ramble on about movies and music and video
Me
games and
too.
shit all the time because the
So
stuff
much more
that's
fun.
going on out there is just it's just like what the fuck. But at least you're getting away. At least you're getting away somewhere hot, 21 degrees.
Oh yeah, like I said, my mental health has not been good. Today was a specifically bad day.
Oh shit! I'm sorry to hear
So
that,
this is
man.
the only time I've actually had a laugh today. So it's a,
Oh well, at
yeah,
least we had a laugh at Trump's expense, so that's good.
yeah, right. This summer is worth laughing at, but yeah, like just uh, work. It's just too much right now, so it's getting me
You're
down.
getting away. You're getting away. So I look
Yeah, I'm
forward to
getting the
that.
fuck out of there. Yeah, I
And
got two
just
more days. 2 more days, and I'm
digital
done.
detox. I don't want to hear from you. No offense.
Yeah,
Turn your fucking phone off.
that's going to be a thing. Yes,
Yeah.
I am actually going to. I mean, I need it because I need to, but I'm not gonna hit the socials. I'm
No,
gonna try
don't.
to stay off all of it.
Last year, I was on my island for a couple of weeks and I had a bit of a digital detox and I did
Mm.
my shows, but I didn't know what was going on in the news because I purposefully didn't watch it
Yeah,
before I
I'm
sat down in front
purposely
of the
not
camera.
gonna. But
And I was like, what do you want to talk about?
it's literally for 3 days. I mean, it's not that long,
Yeah.
but as far as sort of keeping up with like friends on Facebook or Instagram or something like that, like the only time I'm doing anything like that is if I'm posting something and that's it.
Yeah.
I'm not, I can't look at anything else like that. And I have to, and especially work. Um, you know, I don't really plan on talking to anybody I work with while I'm away. You know what I mean? So, even if I like them, I'm gonna have to be a bit like, I love you, but please don't contact me. Like, if you love me, don't contact. If you care about my mental health, which I'm
Leave
clearly
me the
showing
fuck
all of you
alone.
how
Yeah.
I'm losing it, just please, unless you really need
But
me, leave me the fuck alone.
that's
Yeah.
you need to tell us though. You need to say, right, I'm going offline for 3 days, because otherwise we'll worry about you and be like, Scott, you all right, mate? And you'll be like, fuck off, leave me
Yeah.
alone, you bastard.
Yeah. No, well, I'm saying it now.
Okay,
So,
all right, I'll
and
let
then,
everyone know.
yeah, and tomorrow I'm probably gonna let people at work know. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be like, don't you even think about contacting me. Like, I do not want to know. So yeah, might be just a case of turning off the notifications and
Yeah, yeah.
and then if someone has something desperate, then yeah,
Ernie Burns has got a great one here. Instead of the reckoning, how about the feckening?
the
The
feckening.
feckening. I love that. Martin Howard says, bloody hell, Pete, my granddad gave me his bayonet, the type with the groove down the sides so they don't get stuck. No idea what happened to it or his RE Corp cap for that matter. The L says, when Philip Schofield came out as gay, I was like, whatever, my money was on Andy Peters, to be honest.
Andy
And
Peters hasn't come out.
I thought he had. He must have done.
Yeah, must
He
have
must
years
have.
ago.
He must have done.
I don't. No.
L says she's
Andy
Elsa,
Peters.
she's waiting for an Ed the Duck scandal.
Andy Peters. Yeah. Nothing about a. Hold on. Is Andy Peters in a relationship? He's not currently in a relationship. He's confirmed that he's single. On his last thing, he doesn't have a partner, never been married. Oh, fuck off. The people aren't still believing he's straight.
He might be.
There's no credible information confirming that Andy Peters is gay.
Baz Luhrmann is straight. Baz Luhrmann, who makes the gayest films in the world, is straight. Like, how is he straight? Like, what the?
There's a lot of straight people out there who are, who live and love a bit of camp, but they just don't like peepees.
Oh yes, indeed. BBC has two meanings. Yes, we know, Ernie. We have been on the internet.
We try not
for
to use that racist
30 years.
term. Yeah, because I always think it's a little. A little
Apparently,
fetishistic.
what's his name? Who's that gobshite? Elon Musk. Apparently, he thought that it was really funny when he was being interviewed by the BBC, and he kept on giggling. Yeah.
As I was saying, I'm trying to make sure we have a laugh, and I'm starting to not feel that laughter
Oh, I'm
anymore.
sorry, man. I'm sorry.
I think
But do you know what? Every day, we're one day closer to him not being with us anymore.
Oh, Elon Musk.
Yeah.
I thought you meant us.
And Trump.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll happen.
One day closer. One fewer day on this planet. Indeed. Anyway, right. I feel like I should make you laugh before we go. Have we got any jokes for Scott? Have you got any jokes? Put some jokes in the chat. Put the jokes.
You have made me laugh so much already.
Some shit jokes in the chat.
I appreciate you. No, thank you. Seriously.
Oh, you're very, very welcome, sir. You're very welcome. So, I'm just scanning to see if there's anything that we missed. The White House is saying the second strike on vessel was legal and conducted in self-defense.
Of course it did. Why would they say that? This is exactly what I want people to think.
Fire another torpedo at them from half a mile away.
Right, so
yeah, and and Trump is perfectly normal. No, he's not perfectly. He's not perfectly normal.
Yep.
Yeah. And what else have we got? Democrat candidates coming under fire for support of Israel. No surprise there. Virginia Democrat flips seat in state legislature by taking on data centers. Ooh. That's going to be a big issue, I think, in the next few years. It's going to be these massive data centers, which don't need...
what these AI data centers?
Yeah, they don't seem to need like planning permission or anything, and they just like suck up the energy of a small town, a large town, a big town, a small city. And and Marjorie Taylor Greene has said that she's stepping down in January, so that should be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, apparently it's very convenient. She'll now get her pension. And she will make a lot of money. It's not the fact that she's already a multi-millionaire anyway.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah.
The FBI under Kash Patel has become internally paralyzed by fear, apparently. And apparently we're part of the triple decker sandwich generation.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't
What the fuck
know.
does that even mean? We like 3 pieces of bread in a sandwich.
Yeah.
That's been happening for... What do you think a club sandwich is? That's exactly what a club sandwich is.
Yeah.
I've been eating those since the 80s.
No. It's not talking about the actual sandwiches. You've heard of caregivers in the sandwich generation, people who have to look after the children and they have to look after their parents. They're called the sandwich generation. In the anti-compassion 2.0 era, it's more like a triple-decker sandwich because we have to look after people in our own cohort who are not doing so well at the moment. So yeah. That's all of us.
We have to look after our... no, it's terrible. We shouldn't look after people.
No, we shouldn't. God, that's disgraceful. How dare you? It's not what Jesus would want, is it?
Yeah.
Baby Jesus. Baby Jesus in his crib. I remember him saying, fuck everyone but me.
Fuck everybody else.
That's what he said.
As long as I got money, I'm good.
He was on the cross. He was actually like this the whole time. Do you know what I mean?
It's like, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you for doing this to me.
Yeah. Fuck yous all. Gobshites. But yeah, triple decker sandwich generation. That sounds full up to a point, and then you realise it's not. Anyway, so, Scott.
Graham.
Should we call it a night?
Please.
Yes. People are asking for the Bill and Ben, the flower pot men, we're in the bath. Ben says flubber-dub, and Bill says fart again, and I'm getting out.
It's been lovely talking to you tonight, Graham. I really appreciated it.
Feel better, Scott. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Scott, for coming on the show tonight. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the lovely messages of care and love and support. If I can just ask one small thing of you watching this. While Scott yawns, we will. Can we get a like? And if you're not subscribed, can you subscribe? And can you hit the bell notification icon like a pro? like a pro. And I will see you in the morning, 9 o'clock, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, on Tuesday the 2nd of December. And Hans Gruber would have moved down a little bit towards his squishy fate down in the ground there. Great, that's it. So until next time, I'll say thank you so much for watching. Hello, good evening, welcome, and goodbye.
Bye-bye, guys.